Okay, now let's just get into this topic. And with this one here, a lot of you will be in your feelings, but the Holy Spirit has been nudging me for quite a while to get this message out. And we need to talk about titles. Yes. Now, when it comes down to titles in the UK, it's not very big, right? Because in the UK, people are basically on a first name basis, regardless if they are doctors, lawyers, professors, it's a first name basis. When we have our titles in the UK, in Europe, is reserved for these elite bloodlines. Everybody else is a first name basis. Now, I've seen quite a few conversations in the United States of America where people get upset when an individual address them by their name, their first name. I've seen conversations where individuals are upset because they don't call them by their title, doctor, and they work hard for it, and that is what they want to be called. They want to be doctors, and it is something I notice in the Caribbean and in America. They like the usage of title. They like everyone to know that they're a doctor. They want to be addressed as sir and miss and madam, and not on a first name basis. Understood? Some will say it's proper manners. Others will say, well, that person is your senior and therefore you should respect them. Okay. Well, I've seen a video with Maya Angelou, and she was addressing a young'un on her calling her by her first name. Now, let us take a listen to that video before I get into what I really need to talk to you guys about.
Yeah, I wanted to ask Maya her views on interracial relationships.
Oh, thank you. And first, I'm Miss Angelo.
Miss Angela.
Yes, ma'am. I'm not Maya. I'm 62 years old. I have lived so long and tried so hard that a young woman like you or any other you have no license to come up to me and call me by my first name.
Excuse me.
That's first. That's first. Also because at the same time, I am your mother. I'm your...
Okay, Miss Angelo, we hear you. Now, the usage of Miss, Mrs., all of those titles, they are satanic. Yeah, I know, they are satanic. It is quite commonplace in today's society to address people using titles, and many people say it is respect, it's a sign of endearment and all of that. It is satanic. That one come from the beast. You have individuals who have siblings that are like 15, 20 years older than them, and they are not allowed to call them by their names. They call them aunt, they call them sister, big sister Angie or whatever. It's satanic. We are meant to call each other by their name. But somehow the rulers, the powers in parts of Europe, they know the game. They know exactly what time it is because they designed their society with everybody else using a first name basis, and only the elites are addressed by titles. Now, this is something that Lucifer brought in, whether his name is Gadriel, Satan, whatever name he goes by. When he was on earth in his physical form, right, he will only mix and mingle with what was the elites in that time. So if he's in ancient Babylon, he's not mixing with the general population, he's mixing with the elite groups. So the elite groups are titled people, right? The ones below, they are on a first name basis for all. So the European powers, they know and they understand, and they run the show exactly how it is run in ancient Babylon. But somehow in America and the Caribbean, they want their titles, their doctors, their lawyers, their miss, their sirs, and so forth and so forth. While in the UK, it's on a first name basis. You go to university, you call your teachers by their name. When you're going to pray to God, you call God by his name. Elohim, the Most High, Yeshua, Jesus, you call them by their name. It is Lucifer, Satan, Gadriel, whatever name the pervert goes by. It is in his construct to bring in titles so that you know your place, you know your position, right? It is his construct, right? Started from Babylon, because when he's on earth, he's not mixing with the general population. He's mixing and giving orders to the elites to carry out. And he groomed the elite in such a way that they are the ones that the people should look up to, and the people are beneath them. Right? That is how the titles and all of that come into be. It came from the serpent. So by right, we are supposed to be on a first name basis. The more we go into this end time, the more it will be revealed. Right now, it's not trending. It's not something that anybody is saying. It's not trending. But I usually start the trend over here. Right? Soon or very soon, more people will be getting visions and dreams and whatever and revelations, regarding this thing. We were meant to call each other by their name. It happens in the UK. But in America, in the Caribbean and Africa, they are notorious for titles and status and all of that, right? We call God by his name. And I remember calling the Most High Majesty, and he did not like it. He did not like it. He don't like the majesty and all of that additional that people put on his name. Call him by his name. That is what you guys do. So if you're going to call God the Most High, you're going to call him Elohim. You don't say Sir Elohim, right? You don't say Dr. Elohim, right? You call him by his name. And he don't like the word majesty. So there you have it. Titles and all of that is satanic. It comes from the beast, and we weren't supposed to be addressing each other with titles. A lot of people find it offensive when younger ones call them by their names, but you are supposed to. That is the order. Yep. Oh yes. This is the one calling you. She don't have the license to call you like that. Yeah, they're supposed to call you by your name. It is satanic to be saying Miss and Sir and all of that. It is satanic. But there you go. The Holy Spirit wanted me to put this out. I had to put it out. Understand we wrestle not with flesh and blood, but wickedness in high places. We need to pray and say, glory be to the Most High.